It's good to see you again. Are you ready for another fun holiday craft? Today we're making Santa's magical pants out of something everyone has laying around, toilet paper rolls, or loo rolls for our friends across the pond. This comes from Easy Peasy and Fun, and this will be fun. All right, so let's grab our supplies first. Here's what you're going to need. You're going to need two empty toilet paper rolls, red construction paper, black, white, and yellow construction paper. You're going to need glue, a glue stick, scissors, and then I grabbed a ruler, and then also optional but suggested would be clothespins or whatever you have, and I'm going to use bobby pins to keep the rolls together when you're gluing them. Okay, all set? All right, so we're going to go step by step. First, take one toilet paper roll. This is going to be one of the legs. We're going to wrap the red construction paper around the leg, and then we're going to seal it with glue. So each roll is a little more than 4 inches. So we're going to cut that out and then wrap it around and glue it. Pup, as much as I appreciate you being here, I'm actually going to fold it over and get a good clean cut across. You like your Christmas sweater, Pup? I don't know if he does or not. He's putting up with it. All right. Got our red here, and then we're going to glue. I got the purple one, obviously. Purple is my favorite color. Not that it matters, but it dries clear, so that's good. All right, so then we're just going to glue onto the roll. There we go. We'll see if we need to apply more, and then we're just going to cut off the excess. I mean, you could keep going if you want to, but who knows? We might need it later for something else. So we're just going to cut off the excess. It doesn't want to stick as well as I would prefer. Worst case, we'll go in with the hot glue gun. But for now, we'll see if securing it with the bobby pins will. It could take a couple of minutes, but we'll see if it secures better. Okay, so that is one leg down. Okay, so we're going to repeat the process with the next leg. And then we're going to see where we're at. I'm just going to fold this over like this. We need 2 red pant legs to start our whole process here. I don't need that. All right. I'm going to try gluing the paper instead of the roll and see if that's more successful. very colorful. All right, so we're gonna let this cure for a little bit and see how we're doing, and I'll be right back. All right, so we now have 2 Santa pant legs. So I did have to switch to school glue because it wasn't working out. So go ahead and use the school glue and don't bother with the other glue. Okay, so that is drying, but we can move on. So we're going to do the trim on the bottom of the pants, and we're going to use white construction paper, or you can use cotton balls as well, or you can also add glitter to zhuzh it if you want to. We're going to do about an inch on the bottom, but feel free if you want to do more or less, but I'm going to do about an inch. And we're going to do that obviously for both legs. It will be symmetrical. All right, so then we're going to glue that down with a school glue as well. And I'll put that together and I'll be right back. All right, so we have 2 trims on the bottom, and now we're going to glue them together, and then we'll clothespin it, or bobby pin it in this case, to let it dry, and then we're going to move on to the belt. So let's go ahead and glue them together. It'll open. There we go. Okay. I'll glue on both sides just in case. And then we'll leave that to dry. Okay. Jade is snoring. What does that say about what I'm doing right now? That Jade is snoring. Thanks a lot. All right. Okay. So we have that ready to go. Okay. So now we're going to move on to the belt. So we're going to get our black construction paper, and we're just going to cut a strip exactly like we did there, but it's going to go around both legs. So we'll do about an inch on this as well. And it's going to wrap around both tubes. Our buckle is going to be yellow. So this is just the belt. So we're going to do this, and then I'll be right back. All right, so we've got our belt, so we're just going to glue this as well and wrap it around with the end at the back. Okay, now we're going to let that dry. And now we're going to put the buckle together. All right, so we're going to take our yellow construction paper, and this is going to be the centerpiece or the buckle for the middle. So we're going to cut a small rectangle, fold it in half, and then cut the inside out in order to make a frame. So we're just going to, we'll do a little less than an inch since this is supposed to be the middle. Once we have it out, then we'll fold it in half and cut out the middle. You don't need this whole thing. Just take this part. All right. So now we're going to fold it in half and take our scissors. And we're just going to cut a little window out of it. So this is the This is the idea. So you can cut out a little bit more, but that's the general idea. So we just want to cut out the middle so that it's got the frame of a belt buckle. Okay. All right, so now we've got the buckle, and then we're going to glue it to the belt, and then we're going to move on. All right, so go ahead and center it in the middle. And there we have our buckle. So then that's going to dry as well. So I'm just going to grab some more bobby pins. It's probably overkill, but that's okay. Okay, so now we've got our belt and our belt buckle. Fantastic. Okay, so now we're going to work on our suspenders. And they are red suspenders. So we're going to go back to our red construction paper, and we're going to cut 2 wide strips from the red paper. That's going to go up and around the back. All right, so I'm going to do that. I'll be right back. All right, so we have our strips of red construction paper, and so it's a little more than a 1/2 inch. And we're going to attach it to the inside of the tube. So we're going to attach it to one, and then the front of the other. So back of one, front of the other. And we're going to glue that down. So let's go ahead and do this one first. Okay, we'll take out our support bobby pins. Attach this here till it dries. So back of one and front of the other. Okay. And we'll scoot that one over so it supports. Okay. So now we have, again, at the back and at the front. And so we're going to take our other one and we're just going to do the opposite. So front and then crisscross in the back to the back. Okay, so we're going to attach this guy here. Okay, so front of one. Okay, and then loop it around and back of the other. So we're just flipping it. Okay. Take one more just for good measure. Nope, there we go. Okay. All right, so go ahead and let that dry, but then we are all ready to go. All right, and there we have it. I just put a dab of glue on the back so it really shows off the crisscross, and we have Santa's magical pants. So thank you so much for crafting with me. See you soon for another great tale or activity you can create your own story with.